victory, 7-a-side team, Mr. Ollie Gannon. Ollie, can we have a few words here? How do you think it went?
Well, I thought in the second half we were the better team. We really got on top of them. And when Jojo pushed us 2-1 up, I knew that that was the goal that relaxed our team. It gave us more confidence, and we produced the goods. Then
Jojo scored a hat-trick. Did you think it would have been a one-sided affair as it was?
No. I thought it'd be the same as it was in the first half. The boys really putting pressure on our backs, but fortunately for us, they didn't. As you saw yourself, the result went the right way for my concern anyways.
I think you played very well, Ollie. Paul Ruddy's goal was a fairly good goal for an opening goal.
No, not taking away from Paul, but I have myself to blame for that too. Even though Mayo passed the ball back that was short, I took my eye off it when I came out. So I blame myself just as much for their goal.
Have you anything to say about your opposition number, Joe Fitz, the other goal?
I like to sympathise with Leamy Stanton and Joe Fitz in particular, whose birthday was yesterday. And I know Joe was hoping that a win today would be his birthday present, but you never know, in the future he might have a win. Okay.
Ollie, congratulations, and I suppose we'll have a bit of a seesaw tonight. Thank you. Losing captain here, Leamy Stanton. First of all, can I sympathise with you? I think you played very well. What went wrong?
I don't know. We were very good in the first half, but fell apart in the second half.
Paul Ruddy got a great goal for you. I thought myself you had the edge all right in the first half.
Fell asleep.
Fell asleep.
It's about the size of it. Threw it away in the second half.
Missed chances.
Loads of them.
Any you want to recap on for?
Not a thing. I don't want to play it again anyway.
It was a good game.
It was a very good game, and the boys deserve it. And
good sporting game.
Good sporting game. Not one bad tackle in it.
I see James Kelly here. James, I think he's the youngest player we have in the final here today. James, you had a good game.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Are you disappointed with the result? Are you happy with the way you played yourself?
Well, I'm happy with the way I played, but they deserve to win. It's as simple as that.
Do you think you missed any missed chances? I thought you given a few great corners in the first half. One or two in the second half wasn't too good.
No, I think after they got the fourth on, I think gave up hope altogether.
You gave up hope altogether?
Wasn't worth it. Come back and get 5 goals. No way.
Well, it was a bit of an uphill battle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks, James. Thanks very much.
Today is a very special day with the Carr-on-the-Marth residents and with the sports department of Carr-on-the-Marth. And it gives me great pleasure as Vice Chairman of this organisation to be here today to welcome you all on this occasion. This is indeed a very unique occasion, because today we're here to honour one of our own, a man who in my estimation done an awful lot for this part of the town. He was to me a great man in an awful lot of ways. He was a great family man, he was a great Irishman, and he was a great Westport man, a great father and a great neighbour. And I have here with me today his daughter Anne Morden, formerly Anne Gannon, and I have also Celsus Gannon. I'm surrounded by Gannons here, and there's a few Kellys and all in between. But in any way, ladies and gentlemen, this cup that you see here before you today will be played for in years to come. And in that way, the name of Brodie Gannon will always be remembered in Westport and in this area. And I am very proud to be here today to do these honours. And I wish to thank a few people here, because without them, of course, we'd have no sports at all, we'd have no football match. And they are our generous sponsors. And as you can see here in front of you, we have a beautiful array of trophies from 4th to 1st. And I think every single one of them is beautiful. And I wish now to call, first of all, on the 4th captain, John Doyle, to receive his trophies. Tommy Doyle, sorry. Tommy Doyle to receive his trophies. Tommy.
I'll take that for it.
Okay.
I'll name them. Tommy Doyle now receiving third place trophies from Mrs. Anne Gannon. Tommy Doyle, captain of the fourth team, accepts his trophy. Charlie Keaton. Mr. Francie Gannon, son of the man that we're here for today. John Welch, the goalie, who had a great game. Francie Gannon is receiving Michael Higgins's and John Jagorji's that couldn't be here with us for the presentation of the trophies. Patrick Gannon, who played as well, and John Morton Jr. Mr. Patrick Gannon is going accepting it.
Now, the third place.
Third places. Mr. Damien Gannon, captain of the third team, accepts his trophy from Anne Morton or Anne Gannon. Mr. Pat Foley, the referee who took charge of the final and who also played in the third place playoff. Mr. Peter Foley, a brother of Pat's who played the goal. I think he had an injury to his leg, who had a very good game and goal. Mr. Golden Boot himself, Mr. Leo Durkin, accepts his trophy. Seamus Burke, who had a very good game. Mr. Ned McHale, one of the sponsors from Sally O'Brien's. Jim Lally, who took a knock during the game, receives his trophies.
First of all, now I think we'll have man of the match award. So can we have the man of the match? Who did the linesman decide who the man of the match was?
Ollie Gannon.
Right. Okay, right. Who's man of the match? Okay, right. Well, we'll go on to second place.
Second place, runners-up of the Beamy Stanton of the runners-up team, Mr. Noel Keaton, Thomas Higgins, James Kelly, Tommy Fahey, Joe Fitzpatrick, Paul Woody receives their trophies from Mr. Paul Kelly for being runners-up at the 7 aside final.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think we'll have man of the match. I think it has been decided.
Man of the match award goes to
Would you please come forward?
Mr. Thomas Higgins has won the award, Man of the Match. Man of the Match award goes to Mr. Thomas Higgins, loser finalist at Mr. Paul Kelly, Thomas Higgins and Anne Morton, who presented the trophies. Man of the match. Now we have the finalist team to come up to receive this immaculate trophy.
Before you all go, there's another presentation to be made here, so don't go away. There's an individual reward to be made. I can't say anything about it now at the moment. So now we're going to have the big moment now, the cup now, and the winners.
The victorious captain comes up, Mr. Ollie Gannon, to receive this trophy. Mr. Ollie Gannon receives the trophy. Receives his trophy from Miss Anne Morton. Mrs. Salchuk Gannon goes in to the forces as well. Miss Ollie Gannon, Paula Kelly, and
No, Maury, come on, carry on. Frank, a minute. Oh, you're on.
Go on. You're running, Paul, you're running.
Mr. Paul Kelly, Anne Morton, Ollie Gannon, captain of the victorious team, Mr. Tony Fitzpatrick and his little child, and Mrs. Gannon, all part of the committee and organisation from the victorious team. Mr. Chris Kelly receives his trophy. after scoring number 5 goal in the cup final. Mr. Dougie Barry, who's played very well. Mr. Dougie Barry comes up to receive his trophy. Dougie Barry comes up with a smile on his face. Mr. Ger Kennedy comes up to receive his trophy from Miss Ann Morton. Mr. Paul Carroll, who played a very strong part of this victorious team here today, comes up to receive his trophy. Mr. Eamon Duffy, a brother of Mihal Duffy's, who comes up to receive his trophy here today from Mrs. Moran or Miss Gannon. Mr. Mihal Duffy, a brother of Eamon, comes up to receive his goal, and he got number 4 goal here today. Mr. Giorgio Gannon, who scored his hat-trick, receives his trophy of his sister.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Father, I have another award here, but before I make this award, I think I have omitted very important people altogether, which we could have no matches, of course, at all without. And there is the referee and the referees and the linesmen. And I'd like to say a very sincere word of thanks to those people as well. And the ball boys. And there's another another gentleman here in the crowd. I see him here, and I'd like to mention him because he always facilitates us in every way possible. And that is Brother McHale there. He's very good to us any time we go in. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have another special award here. Now, this award is for a man who I have great time for, a man who has done an awful lot for the sports here in Carranamart, and indeed he happens to be a very good friend of everybody here in Carranamart. He has worked tirelessly for the past 6 leagues and given sterling service to Carranamart and all kinds of sports up here. He's involved in all kinds of sports in Westport, and he's a credit, I think, to Carranamart. Now, I refer to my old and very good friend there, Tony Fitzpatrick, and I'd ask him to come along and receive this.
Mr. Tony Fitzpatrick comes up to receive a special trophy to him for his dedication and to the sport in the area, and he goes up now to receive his trophy from Miss Anne Gannon for his service and dedication to the Football Association up here. He's done well.
Tell you one thing, I don't know horse and I loads of friends in Westport. I'm involved in a lot of sports.
What do you think?
What you do this for, lads?
Why not? Sorry?
Okay,
yeah, Brenda, you hold it. That's a good girl.
I'd like to say something else. Mrs. Gannon, that's Mrs. Molly Gannon, told me to say a few words to you today. She apologises for not being here, and she couldn't be here for her own reasons. But her daughter Anne is here, and I think it would be only appropriate that this lady would say a few words to us. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen.
I would like to thank you all very much for attending this match today, and to the Carranamart Estate for all the hard work they've done on the pitch, and for the lads who played in the match on both sides, both the winning team and the losing team. A big round of applause for the losing team. And a bigger round of applause for the winning team. Thank you all very much.
Thanks very much, Anne. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have a small bit of a function after in Stanley O'Brien's. And if anybody cares to see the match on video, it's there. So thank you all again for coming along. Thank you.
I'll just round it off now, will I?
Are we all in ball in? Hold it up, Ali!
And the victors team starts their lap of honour. And Mr. Chris Kelly and the captain Ollie Gannon takes the cup on its lap off the field. Goal they're after passing where they defended so well in the second half.